with the rules because I wanted to take up the rules on a single day. Second rule is what? Second rule is you cannot write it as like root 3 plus root 3 equal to root 6. This is not possible. But what you can write it as, what you can write is root 3 plus root 3 is equal to 2 root 3. This is okay. Not equal to, this is not equal to. And third rule is what? Third rule of third is, if A and B are positive rational numbers, then, so if A and B are positive rational numbers, then these things you must remember. Then what you can write? Under root of a square is equal to what? A. This you already know. Then under root of ab, we can write it as root a into root b, and under root of a by b is equal to under root a upon under root b. Very much important, the third point. Okay? Third point is, so under root of a square will be a, this is common. But if it is a multiplication, you can write it individually. And root a into root b. And if root a by b is there, root a by root b. Then what the fourth rule is? And we will understand better when you solve questions for the asserts. Fourth rule is what? If A and B are positive rational numbers, so if A and B are positive rational numbers, then what you can say? We can say that root a plus root b and 2 root a minus root b. Don't you feel it is a plus b into a minus b form? So it will be what? A square minus b square. So a square is what? Root a square will be what? A minus b square. So root b square is b. So a plus b into a minus b is what? A square minus b square. Second thing is a plus root b. A plus and root b into a minus and root b. I think so this one is given. Yes. So again a plus b into a minus b, so a square. But here no radical sign on a, so it will be a square minus root b. Root b square is what? B. Then third thing is what? Root a plus b, root a plus root b whole square. So under root a plus under root b whole square. What is this? Again a plus b whole square. So a square plus 2ab. So 2 under root ab plus b square. That means root b square is b only. And fourth is under root a minus under root b whole square will be what? Again a square, it is a minus 2ab, so 2 under root a into under root b is what? Under root ab plus b square, so root b square is b only. I think so this rule is clear, but for this a and b should be what? Positive rational numbers. Then fifth rule is what? Fifth rule is if A, B, C, D are positive real numbers, positive real numbers, then if A, B, C are positive numbers, then under root A plus under root B into under root C plus under root D. If you multiply them like this, what will happen? Just like you have been doing x plus y and z plus a. So what? First a you will take and multiply with c and d. So what will happen? Root a into root c will be what? Under root ac. Plus root a into root d will be what? Under root ad. Then what? We'll take b and multiply this. So root b into root c will be what? Under root bc. And then root b into root d will be what? Under root bd. So nothing new we have already done. Only the radical sign is coming. So you should not fear that what radical sign has come. What will do now? What will do now? Okay. All these things is there. Order also is changed. No problem. But same terms will come. And A, B, C should be what? Positive rational numbers. Then children, the sixth rule. If A, B, C are and D are rational numbers, so A, B, C, D are rational numbers, then what happens? And one more thing, numbers and root P. Root P is irrational. And root P is irrational. So A plus B root P, A plus B root P is equal to, and this also is true, is equal to C plus D root P, C plus D root P. This also is new for you. So if A, B, C, D are rational numbers and root P is an irrational number, then, and this also is true, A plus B root P is equal to C plus D root P, then if this is true, then what you can say, A is equal to C and B is equal to D. This you can say for sure. Got the point? So A, B, C, D are rational numbers and root P is an irrational number. Then A plus B root P equal to C plus D root P. And if this also is true, this is there and root P is a rational number and this is true, then this will be true. And you will understand better through the examples and questions when we do. Seventh rule is what? Seventh rule is if root A and root B are positive irrational numbers, if root A and root B are positive irrational numbers, then what you can say? Then if this thing is true, that means if root A and root B stand like this, that means if root B is more than root A, then we can say that B also will be more than A. If you remember this point, just now we have discussed when you are inserting the irrational numbers. That means root 2 square is 2, root 3 square is 3. Between root 2 and root 3 we have to insert a rational number, then we have taken what? 2.25. So if 2.25 is more than root 2 and less than root 3, so it will be between that. So that only thing is there. The second point is what? Second point is If, and this is converse of this. So if root A is more than root B, then for sure A should be more than B. Okay. So this thing is not much new for you. You have already tried this. But point number 5th and 6th was new for you. You must consider that. Then the 8th and the last rule here. This is the part 2 of S1 L line. Should have been there. Okay. So 8th rule is, if A is a positive rational number and root B is an irrational number. So what is the 8th rule? A is a positive rational number. Positive rational number. And root B is what? And root B is an irrational number. So if root B is an irrational number, then A will be more than root B. The first part is what? So in that here, what you can say? Then if A square is less than B, if A square is less than B, in the 7th one also the same thing over there. If this thing is true, that also will be true. So if A square is less than B, A will be less than under root B. And second case is what? The converse of this. If A square is more than B, so if A square is more than B, so if A square is more than B, then A will be more than under root B. Here, this thing also already know. Okay. So what was the 7th rule? 7th rule, in the 7th rule first part was what? If 7th rule was what? If A is less than B, then root A also will be less than root B. And second case was what? If A is more than B, then root A also will be more than root B. That thing only is there. Nothing new, only this thing is true, this also will be true. That means if the numbers are, rational numbers are having this inequality, so their surds also will have the same inequality. Okay. That point must be clear to you now. These are all the rules regarding the rational numbers. And here simple questions are there, exercise 1.4. Okay, from exercise 1.4 some questions are coming like putting the value of roots, and please these 8 properties have to be used. Suppose question comes, if root 3 equal to this, find the value. So don't start multiplying only or dividing only all the time. Students tend to do that thing only, which should not be done. Okay, so these are the 8 rules. I expect that which all rules you should remember for sure. I'll tell. Must be remembered. See, first of all, surds is altogether new for you, and the operation on surds also are new for you. So point number 1 to 8. This point number 1 to 8 must be there in your copy also. So write point number 1 to 8 in classwork copy. Classwork copy with the examples. where it is given? Page number 25 and 26. This thing must be there in your class of copies so that you can see it every time. That like root 2 plus root 2 is not root 4, it is 2 root 2. Root 3 plus root 3 is 2 root 3 and not root 6. That way you must understand. But point number, especially if I say point number 5, also you know. Basically point 6, 7, 8 are new for you. Okay, so points number 6, 7, 8 are new for you. When, if you are knowing the squares, a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square you are knowing. If you are knowing a plus b into a minus b is what? If these are, you are knowing the value of this, which you have done in class 8th also. Okay, so you must remember this thing. So here we will be using the squares. So please write the formulas of squares and cubes, at least squares only. A plus b whole square, a minus b whole square, a plus b to a minus b. This thing you must remember because we will be using it multiple number of times in the surds, and also the new topic is rationalization of surds. This also you must remember it. So all number point number 1 to 8 you must write so that you understand it. Okay. So there are simple questions. Okay. Here some examples are there proving that this is a rational number. We have done already for the proving that a rational number, we have done already for the root 2 and root 3, but order 2 surds we have done, but for order 3 surds we have not done. We will take one question on that also. Prove that third root or cube root of 3 is also irrational. How to prove that? Nothing different, the pattern is same, only when we are squaring there, here we will do cube only. So that thing is there. So we'll take up in the next class the more things.